back to IGN's E3 live show, coming at you on e3.ign.com and on YouTube. Now, we've already heard a lot about the new PlayStation Move motion controller, but how about we see it in some action? With us are two Sony producers, Jeremy and George. They'll be showing us Sports Champions and Kung Fu Rider. Welcome, guys.
Thank you so much, Jess. It's me, Greg, again. Jeremy, George, let's get right into it. Sports Champions, tell me all about it.
All right, so right now I'm just jumping right into a game of archery. I'm showing the two controller optional control scheme. So I'm gonna, with my right hand, grab an arrow by holding down the T, bring that arrow to the front of the bow, pull back on the string, aim, and release, there we go, hit the target. Same mechanic here, aim, and the opponent got it before me.
Come on, speed it up, Jeremy.
There we go.
You're getting pwned on live television.
I know, by the AI.
Now, what's interesting to me, obviously, and I think one of the coolest things about Move, this is true one-for-one.
Yes.
Like you're reaching in to quiver, pulling it out, and doing this.
Yes, I think it's really cool that you use very natural movement. So people that aren't necessarily historically gamers can pick up on the game pretty quickly. However, at the same time, we wanted to make sure that the game is fun for traditional PS3 owners.
Totally. Now, who do I need to talk to about getting a Green Arrow game made?
Not me.
Damn.
Someone else.
All right, well, I will talk to someone about it, but you have plenty of sports here. What all is in Sports Champions?
So I just showed you a little bit of the archery. I'm going to try to jump in here to a quick game of Gladiator Duel if I can make it. And we'll just jump in right in the first match. Again, I'm going to show you the optional 2-controller setting.
Now, can you play every game on Sports Champion with just one?
Yes, every game is fully playable with just one controller. My personal preference is when a game does support 2 controllers, to play with 2 controllers, because it just feels more interactive and more immersive. But yes, all the games are fully playable with one controller.
In a game like archery, how would it work with one?
So it's a similar concept, but instead of pulling, I'm gonna do my quick game calibration here.
Yeah.
But instead of, whoops, try it one more time. And one more time.
Don't worry, everyone at home won't have lights like these.
Yes.
In a live convention center ready to screw
There we go,
them.
all right. Now we're in the game. So now in Gladiator Duel, you'll see that I'm using it with a 2-controller method. My left hand is my shield, and my right hand is my weapon. So when I swing with my right hand, I'll try not to hit you while I'm doing this. When I swing with my right hand, you'll see the weapon attack here, and I can do low attacks like this. I can do backhand attacks. I can do forehand attacks. I can try to come over at the top, and now I've got my opponent dazed. I do something cool like dribble her on the ground, and I can try to block the shield attack. There we go, block with the shield, and then the lower attack. And to win, I can either knock all her health down or knock her out of the ring. See if I can do this.
Shield's getting damaged, buddy.
Yes. It's live, no pressure.
Yeah, I know. This is only, proving your manhood to millions of IGN.com and YouTube users. But again, now if you were only using the one controller, how would that work?
So then it becomes a toggle. So if I'm holding down the T button, now I'm controlling my shield, and then I release it, and then I'm controlling my weapon.
Is it similar then for archery?
Yeah, so for archery, with the one controller, I'd reach back, hold down the T button, point at the screen, aim, and then let go to fire the arrow.
All right, cool. Now, of course, Sports Champion, this is the one that's going to be bundled in with the Move controller and the PlayStation Eye, along with the PlayStation 3 bundle all together.
That's correct.
Is this pressure on you? Are you worried?
I'm not worried because I think we're well prepared, but there is some excitement, some pressure.
So what else we got here? We got archery, we got gladiator.
Right. I can show you a little bit of table tennis. We got time.
Excellent.
We'll jump right in. And this is a game, obviously, with table tennis. There's only a 1-controller option.
Thank goodness.
So we jump into the game. One thing to mention with table tennis is, let's see if we can do this calibration this time. First time. No pressure, and works
there you
just
go,
fine.
perfect.
All right. So we'll skip over the training.
I think you know how to play. I'm confident you know how to play table tennis on your own game.
I hope so. So you'll notice, like when I serve, I can do forehand serves or backhand serves. I'll just do a quick, easy, simple forehand serve first. You can either hit the T button to toss the ball up or flick your wrist. I'll just hit the T button because it's a little easier. And I can hit it. And one thing you'll notice is I don't have to hit any buttons to do spin shots or any kind of shot, near court shot, far court shot. It's all using the data from the motion controller to hit it as I would with a real table tennis paddle.
So it all depends on how you're angling it?
Exactly. Come over the top like this and you're going to hit a top spin. You do chop shots, you do side spins, any sort of hit. Like there's a nice side spin right there. Top spin, you chop shot. And it's all based on the angle and control.
Great. If you want to pass off the controllers, I have a few more Sports Champion questions for you, but I know other games are coming up. Are you confident that you have the most accurate ping pong game on the market?
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Is that just something, I mean, that you think the PlayStation Move gives you that other motion controls can't?
Yeah, from my perspective, it's the response and the precision of the controller. The fact that I can step forward and the paddle's going to go forward or step back and get that angle, that depth really helps. The speed at which the data is being passed forward to the game, actually really responsive, is very nice. It just gives you connects you into the game much better.
Now, obviously, when the PlayStation Move ships, millions of people are going to be playing Sports Champions. Talk a little bit about, there's multiplayer, there has to be, right?
Absolutely.
How does that work?
So, depending on which event you're playing, there's between 1 to 4 players.
Okay.
So, in the real-time events like table tennis or gladiator duel or archery, what you see is a vertical split screen, player 1's on the left, player 2's on the right, and you can play simultaneously. For bocce and disc golf, which are turn-based games, you can play up to 4 players, and whoever's current turn has the full screen.
Excellent. Now, you want to talk just a little bit about, if you're buying Sports Champions all by itself, how much does it cost?
I don't know if
$39.99. Stumped them, ladies and gentlemen.
I wasn't sure if it had been released
yet.
Get
back in your development house. Greg Miller will take the show from here.
Thank
now
you.
we are going to pass it off over to George. George, what are you about to show me?
I'm going to show you a game called Kung Fu Rider.
Kung Fu Rider. All right. So I'm assuming I'm some kind of samurai riding a horse.
You're a private detective.
What?
That's right. In Hong Kong, private detective and his secretary escaping from the mob on office furniture.
On office furniture. Of course. Why didn't I think of that?
What more do you need?
It was so simple in the title. This is an actually very, very interesting game. I've seen it. I've played it a few times. It's very quirky, correct? Would you say that? Would that be fair to say?
It has a quirk element to it, yeah.
Yeah. So the basics here are that, yes, you are rolling down office chairs and furniture. I've seen stools as well.
Yeah, there's a Bambi chair, there's a baby crib, there's a stack of books on a dolly.
Okay. What has happened? Why are these people on the run?
Bad decisions.
Bad decisions, oh.
Bad business practices.
If I had a nickel for every time I've had to escape on an office chair.
So I'll show you a little bit of the gameplay.
Please do, yeah.
So it all uses a move. You steer like this, you jump, you go faster like kicking a skateboard.
Okay.
This lets you do kung fu moves.
The PlayStation Move button.
Yep. So what you can see, like what I'm doing with my hand, he does on the screen. Very intuitive. You can do all kinds of neat stuff. This is a kung fu attack. This is laying down. You can rail grind like this. You can even do stunts while you're rail grinding. Oh, when you crash,
and
you get a pain moment.
You can crash, right? Now, what I like about this is that as you are getting broken down and getting knocked over, your little icon up there is breaking, correct?
Yeah.
Like that's your health bar kind of, your photo. And then what are you collecting as you play?
So this money is used to unlock different types of vehicles to ride. There's about 12 different ones in the game. And then the boxes that you see are used to fill up your boost gauge.
Whoa! That will leave a mark, let me tell you.
So the boost gauge lets you go fast and smash through stuff, and is since you're trying to get to the end in a certain amount of time, it helps to go faster.
How many tracks or courses or levels are you guys hoping to have?
There's going to be 26 courses in the full game. They're unlockable, so as you go, you have to achieve a certain rank to unlock the next level. They get much more difficult as you go. There's a lot of free-form exploration stuff you can do too. Side passageways, hidden things.
So now, is this the definitive office chair riding game?
I think, yeah. I've never seen another one, so.
Oh, great. Now both your titles, obviously, yours is bundled in. Kung Fu Rider, is this a launch game as well?
Yeah, it's going to be available day one on the 19th.
Awesome. Jeremy and George, thank you so much for coming by, dealing with our light setup and playing some Move. All right, guys?
No problem. Thanks, Greg.
All right, take care.
Thanks.
Thanks, fellas. That was very moving. Yeah, I had to say that at least once. But I'm only going to do it once. Anyway, our streak of Sony games is just about to end, but don't get sad. We're ending it with a bang. Infamous 2 is up next, so you definitely won't want to miss that.